Hello and welcome to the first episode of Visual Voices, our podcast, where we're going to be having conversations with creatives about their process and their general experience of being a photographer. So our first episode, we thought we'd give you a little behind the scenes of the team. So I am here with Sarah Parnell, our producer, and Ariadne Hale, our digital marketing. And my name is Rosie Smith, and I'll be the interviewer of this podcast. So we thought we'd just get to know you guys and tell a little bit about ourselves. So if we could start with Sarah telling us about your creative project at the moment.
Yeah, sure. My process is on mycelium and mushrooms. Mushrooms being the fruit of mycelium. I've been growing them, I've been photographing them in the film darkroom, and I've been using large format, going out into the wild and photographing and studio work. So it's all very sort of holistic and sort of down to earth and, you know, getting down and dirty really.
I think having looked at your project, you know, as a spectator, is so interesting how in depth you go into each aspect of the process. You're really always experimenting, pushing the boundaries.
Sure.
Yeah.
I feel that with so much being available there for ecological purposes and like a replacement for plastics and things like this, there's so much to tell the story about mycelium and we know so little about it. It's such a really interesting world to be in, and I'm hoping that through the exhibition in May that I can tell a story and engage people in how good the benefits are going to be for the future of mycelium.
Yeah, for sure. And I think as well what's interesting with your project is it feels like it has a sustainability in itself to be something that stretches beyond your studies. So when you're graduating, this is something you can continue exploring.
Well, the idea is that when I leave, hopefully that I can continue to work with it. I'm working on a fabric at the moment where I can put mycelium within the fabric and then I can project an image onto that. And then eventually, if the mycelium survives, it will eat away at the photograph. So it's just really interesting.
Yeah, that's amazing. And unique, something that I've definitely not seen so far. So it's really exciting. And then over to you, Ari, our digital marketing specialist.
Hello, I have been exploring all things natural, from landscapes in the Peak District to printing on natural paper, experimenting with wood and different elements just in general. I'm excited to see where it goes and maybe look at, you know, printing different textures and using leaves or moss in my work as well. So
lovely. So all in all, you two are doing a very natural, earthy experience with the world. I'm loving this.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe you two should be near each other in the exhibition.
there we go.
That's so great. And how have you found, you know, your experience of university so far? I know that you switched course like me.
Yes, I did, and I'm very glad I did. I've enjoyed it a lot more. There's freedom in it completely. You just do your own projects, do your own thing, and it's just it's lovely.
You get encouraged on your own journey, not to be too cliche, but
yeah, you definitely are. There's no
that
pressure.
is so true. That is so true, and you're so supported by the tutors here.
Yeah.
You know, they're like, if you have an idea, and to other people it might seem a little bit crazy, like my work, but they like, how can we facilitate you? You know, what research do you need to do? What
they want you to do the most.
Yeah, they're really in your corner, which is really nice. And I think that that's something you don't necessarily get from an open day, because you can't fully trust whether, you know, the stats that unis are telling you, like how that's going to translate into those like personal relationships with the tutors. And I think that's why I really wanted to create this podcast, was to give a true insight into the student experience, because I think before coming to university you can romanticise the idea of what uni and independent study will be, but until you get here you don't truly know. But hopefully that we'll be able to, through our conversations, you know, show the ups and downs, and like hopefully people will get a better insight in whether it's going to suit them, the style of study. Because I think that independent learning is like really great and it's a great opportunity, but it's something that, you know, doesn't suit every personality, and there might be different ways to navigate it to make it fit you better.
It is independent learning, but also they they're there behind you, and there is sort of seminars and lectures that keep you on track and
Yeah.
inform where you need to be going with your own work.
You've definitely got to work together in some way.
Yeah.
And I'd say as well, with a photography degree, it feels such a like great environment that you're like being more nurtured than some other degrees that I've seen through our friends.
Well, you yourself, you changed course, didn't you?
Yeah, so I started doing like a fashion marketing degree. Did a year of that, and then Ari came around my house to take some photos. She was like, I've changed degree, and I went, oh, you know what? I've been really enjoying photography still, missing it. Maybe I should change too. So
Definitely.
Best thing you've
Glad
done,
we
isn't
did.
it?
yeah, honestly, best decision I made,
Yeah.
and absolutely loving it. But yeah, I'm really excited to start this podcast with you guys, and we can't wait to get some guests on. We're thinking people in our year group, alumni, and general creatives that we can get our,
Maybe the odd tutor.
maybe the odd tutor as well. So we hope this will be a nice, very real, positive environment where people can come and hear
Sure.
the truth. And get to know us and get to know our creative process.
Brilliant. Can't wait, really looking forward to it.
Well, we will see you guys soon with our first episode with our special guest. Keep an eye out on the social media because Ari will be keeping you all updated
Yes.
and giving a little glimpse behind the scenes.
It's called Visual Voices Pod.
And that is on Instagram, so go check that out. Brilliant. Well, we can't wait to be chatting with you guys again soon.